it's not the sound of you saying that you love me, I don't wanna feel anything if it's not your skin. 'Cause I could be hurting, but you give me purpose. I won't take you for granted. 'Cause I want you near. Tell me, baby.
Isn't Basa, are you afraid or nervous? Because I mean we can't see. Okay. Okay, it seems like some people might be late, you know what? Let the show start and then Sobobona late. Okay. So welcome to the second episode of the breakdown with Drew, your host Drew, Lesiba and Kamo. Today we have a special episode. We're joined by Ipeleng, someone whose music really feeds our souls, someone who takes us to places that we really go to with today's music and all. Yeah, that's it. You know, Ipeleng, hi. Can you please tell me about the process of making the project? Because I actually didn't expect you to start with the process of making, to drop an EP so fast, you know, like when you said you were dropping, I was so surprised. You know? So like, okay, she's dropping, and then she's only giving us this small amount of time, you know. I was really surprised. Yeah, caught us by surprise.
Yes.
So tell me, like, what led you to make the project? What was the background, you know, what happened for you to, like, you know what, this year,
I think
I'm dropping. Yeah.
I think with everything that I create, my main prompts, obviously, like they come from experience, they come from observations. And that's obvious, that's paired with my sort of love and passion for just writing and jotting everything down. So I wouldn't say there's a specific prompt outside of that.
Yeah.
When I write music, the intention is never to really create a project. I never set out with, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to release a 6-track EP at this day and in this year. It's usually just a collection of songs that seem to seamlessly come together, just perfectly at the right time. Sounds a little corny and cheesy, but that's literally what happens. So yeah, that is the process. And in terms of the short amount of time that I gave everyone and just caught everyone by surprise, I think, to be honest, this had been in the pipeline for so long.
Yeah.
And I think a part of me was so impatient. I was like, listen, I'm announcing it this week and it's coming out next week. I don't care about anything else at this point. I just need this thing out now because I've been working on it for so long. So yeah, I understand it was a bit of a shock. I think for like other projects that I've released, there's usually been like a longer time period between announcements and release dates.
Yeah, so let me hand over to Lesiba, who the fans had a vote. We had a vote on our favorite songs, and he's gonna announce the people and the questions. Some of them haven't joined yet, but we're just gonna read their questions. We're gonna read the questions and we're gonna talk about the songs. Lesiba?
All right, so we asked everyone to vote, and these are the results in this order. So it was Morbid number 1, Near You number 2, Mistaken number 3, and then Drowning came in 4th.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna
I'm just gonna play a 1-minute preview of it, and then we go to the questions. Return by you. It's the closest thing. Hey, this one, guys. Gets you so emotional. Oh, we should have been. Oh, yeah. And pause. That was morbid. So let's get to the first question. Receiver takeover.
All right. I'm glad you're here, Thomas, so you can ask your question yourself.
Yeah, you're the first one.
So that was good timing. Go ahead and shoot your 2 questions. We can't seem to hear you there, Tom.
Is audio off? Or audio's on?
Yeah, just unmute your mic. So
I'm back.
Oh yeah.
we're live.
I wanted to ask, if you were to dedicate Morbid to a person, would it be to a toxic ex or to a talking stage that never got to develop to anything?
Definitely a talking stage that never developed into anything. That's literally what it's about. I think that is like the simplest explanation of the song. Literally.
Okay.
And your
So
second
we have
question,
2 questions, so you can go ahead.
get 2. Okay, I don't think we can hear you.
Okay. I think the second question was about visuals. If you had to shoot a visual for Drowning, which place would you want to shoot at? Like a setting you want to shoot Drowning at?
That's a very interesting question. I want to say somewhere like ocean-like the beach, but that's so like expected and so corny, like Drowning, like come on, I can do better. But it's definitely, it has something very like natural to it, very natural flowing to it. So it would definitely be outdoors, definitely in nature, something very minimalistic as well. So possibly like the dunes, the Atlantis dunes here in Cape Town. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
yes, that's what I envision.
Okay.
Okay, so second question, gonna go to the second song, and the second question, what is it? It's Near You, right?
Yeah, it's near you.
Yeah, Near You, and you start. Saying that you love, I want you. Anything is cause I could be hurting, but you get me hurt this time. I won't take you for granted. Cause
Sing it! Wash up!
tell me, baby.
Yes!
Tell me, baby.
Hey boy, we must work on a remix. Kaloku, what is this? Is that rhyme?
Yeah.
I key jealous. Some Lou was like, we must sing along on the group, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
you
like
wanna
I
hear
told
me bimba
everyone to
out
sing
here. You
along.
don't want to hear me bimba, so I'm high key
Yeah,
jealous.
like I wanted everyone to sing along, you know, to create that very intimate feeling.
Trying
But
to
I
watch
feel
all of
like
us.
people
Hey,
are
bro,
very
trying to
shy.
flex on us, dude.
Yeah.
We see you. Just bag the feature.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the following questions. The other question was from Sia, right? Just from Sia. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
so-
Sia hasn't been able to join.
Okay, so Sia asked, how did you recover from the kind of hurt you describe in Mistaken, where she invested more in a relationship than the other? Does it make it difficult to try again?
Bold of them to assume that I've recovered, firstly.
That's wild.
But I think something important that I've learned is you can't internalize the things that people do. You can't make it about yourself. You can't consistently say, oh, it's because of me that someone acted a certain way. And we need to understand that people are their own people. They go through their own things, and the way that they act and behave is not always linked to you. And I think that's very, very helpful. Does it make it hard to try again? No, because I don't want to say I'm naive, but I am very, very much a lover of love. And so I will always dive in. And like, I'm also young, like, I'm not going to deprive myself of something that I know can be so beautiful and like just so enriching. So not for me. It's difficult, but I will always do it. I'll always dive back in.
Hey, bro, that's crazy because, streets are cold. So I understand what you mean when you're like, it's bold of them to assume that you recovered.
Yeah. Okay, and then the second one, dude, this is your show. I'm just here to observe and to enjoy. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and play. What do we have next? Mistaken.
We have Mistaken, which is next. This is actually my favorite. Like, this is my favorite. So favorite,
Really?
I sought guidance over this. When you talk like that we can make this talking.
Yes.
Talking.
My bad, I was mistaken. I didn't know I was only
Mistaken. Yes.
It doesn't mean
Doesn't
Yes. And we stop. And now it's about so we can hear you now, ne? Can we hear? Yes, finally.
Finally.
Hi, Basa.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Yes. You get 2 questions. 2 questions.
I'm chilling in bed.
Yeah,
so,
we can see that.
I can see you cozy.
Yeah. Anyway, hi, Ipeleng, sweetie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. You have a lovely voice. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I asked 2 questions on WhatsApp. Let me check them. So I was asking, wow, what's the lyricism process? Like, do you come up with the song first and then like you like come up with the beat in your head, or do you listen to the beat first and then sing along whatever you had in mind? Yeah.
I think it differs, like it changes. I don't know what it is that, causes the change, but it's usually a mix between either I've written something down before and I hear a beat, or my producer plays me something and I'm able to sort of match the two together. Other times the beat is playing and I kind of just freestyle, and whatever's in my heart and on my mind just sort of flows out and comes out. So yeah, it changes.
So how long did it take for you to make this EP like And also like what kind of space were you in when you were making it? Like when you were producing and writing, etc., and going to studio. Yeah.
It took a very long time. I think I started working on this EP before I released my last EP, which is Unsolicited. So it's been in the pipeline. It's been very, very long. What kind of space I was in, I don't know if I could answer that very, very truthfully and if I've reflected enough on that. But I was definitely in a space where I'd realized something very important, which was the idea that sometimes interactions, relationships don't work out, not because of betrayal or explicit betrayal, but simply because sometimes people don't want to heal, people don't want to work on themselves. So it was a very, very big thing for me that I realized. I think the entirety of last year, it was just something that was consistent in a lot of my relationships and interactions. So it was a very, very reflective space, I think, that I was in.
And that was really great to hear. And what song today? Oh, the dog also wants to be part of it. So the fourth song, the fourth song is Drown.
See, this is my favorite song, Drew.
Your favorite?
I love that song.
This is my favorite song.
We dive into the ocean, but it's here because it reminds us. Driving down the easy coast, tell me that you love me most.
Guys, let's sing. Let's sing. The thing is, let's sing. Let's all sing. Come on.
I want to drown myself in you, fill myself up with all that is you.
You can even be, but
Drowning
guys.
is painful. If it's in you. If it's in you, baby. If it's in you, feel myself in you, feel myself up with all that is you.
Production is very good, you know. It's very different. It's very different. We don't hear a lot in South Africa in terms of the beats. Most of the time, it's just trap soul and stuff. And stop. So I'm gonna read some questions of people who are unable to get into the meeting. Also, some people that were late, so yeah, they were unable to get into it.
Hi guys, I want to ask something. Where are you guys based?
Cape Town.
Oh, okay.
Cape Town.
I'm in Soweto.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So Sia asked in the outro to Sweet Sapphire, Ipeleng says, "Stop thinking so much." What is the significance of this?
Okay, so if I'm to explain the significance of it, then I need to start with the whole song and the whole sequencing and the whole story that's being told. So basically, what happens in Sweet Sapphire is there's sort of like a realization that something's wrong, something doesn't make sense, something's off. And I think the stop thinking so much is me speaking to myself and in a way sort of gaslighting myself. I think that's a very heavy term to use, but sort of gaslighting myself and saying, no, dude, like you're just overthinking. You're just whiling at this point. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. Your gut feeling is completely wrong. And so that is essentially what it's about. But as we listen to the whole project, we realize that gut feeling of knowing that something is wrong was never really off. It was never wrong. And it was guiding me in the correct places, essentially.
Yeah. And then the last question is by me. It's actually not about this project, it's about patience. You know, like I've always wanted to ask this question, like always. In patience, you detail a very traumatic time period or experience, you know. So I always wanted to know, is it a real life story? Is it somebody maybe who passed on, or what is happening in that song? Because I really feel like there's meaning to it.
Yes. Patience is actually a song about my late aunt, who passed away. So it's very much real. Everything you hear from the lyrics to the emotions is very, very real, very, very true. So yeah, that's what that was about. It details it, I think, very briefly, all the emotions of grief that I felt in that period, that I still feel in this, in like that I just feel today and in general. So it's a very, very real story of someone who I lost, who was very dear to me.
Yeah, and actually, we're really sorry for what happened, and we love how you put it all in a song. You know, put it all in a song, and yeah, it's a very, your music really puts us, for me, it puts me in a, like I listen to other artists and the music is good, you know, music is good. With you, I need to be, you know, sitting in my room, sitting in private, you know, sitting in private, and then I just listen and I go to another place. That's how you make us feel. And we are so glad to have you today. We're so glad to have you, you know, to have you, Ipeleng. And we really, like, I really hope that, you know, you become number one, you become, you know, the biggest in South Africa. Like for me, you are. I really hope you become the biggest in South Africa, biggest in Africa. You know, those levels. You know? And yeah, thank you guys for attending this show, episode 2 of the breakdown. Thank you so much, and peace out. Goodbye.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
having us,
much,
Driven.
everyone.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
you doing? Can I say something quickly before we leave? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I wanna wish Ipeleng I don't know, a great journey in the music industry. As we all know, the music
Thank
industry is really
you.
not easy. So I really wish you like more recognition, and yeah, like that's all I can say thus far.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. This is such a
Bye.
Okay,
lovely
bye
space.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 You want some more? Okay. Here's some behind the scenes footage for you. Enjoy.
So how was it for you? Like, how did you feel when you listened to the project?
It was dope, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it like compared to like the last project. In terms of the production, it's a lot more soulful.
Yeah.
But it was really dope.
Yeah.
And I got that thing you were talking about where like you don't really know where one song ends. The kind of like continuation. I think it's with Mistaken and the song after Mistaken.
Yeah.
It was dope touch.
Yeah, it was Mistaken and Reminisce. That one also. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Morbid. I mean, Morbid and Reminisce.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. But Drowning, I love the vibes on Drowning, fam.
Yeah. Yeah, like actually a good number of people really liked it also. Also, like in the listening session yesterday, a lot of people were saying that, you know, it maybe should have been the one, also a drop, you know, a drop as a single. So yeah.
Yeah, it should have been because the vibes are heavy on that one. Vibes are heavy.
Now we have Mbasa. Be waiting. Can you please? Oh, okay, you're connecting. Playing here. Hi.
Hello.
So okay, so we have Nasibo, we have Ipeleng, we have Mbasa.
Stop the news.